Who would ever think someone would have something as awesome as this in their front yard? We are meeting the most amazing people. Yes, let's go down that road. Hello, faithful people. I'm Orleen.
And I'm Gary. And we're still on the roads of faith.
We are so amazingly, abundantly blessed. Okay, we are currently in Citrus Heights, California. Originally, we were going to be here by Christmas, but because of the cold weather and all the other things we needed to get away from, we have kind of been speeding up our travels a little. So we are there. It's early December, and we just have been here now for a few days. We got here Saturday night and stayed at the church parking lot. And we woke up to the most beautiful chimes at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was absolutely beautiful. And then we went to church, and the people were so friendly and so welcoming, and the choir sang, and it was just a wonderful experience. And we met a lady in the congregation. I'm not going to say her name at this point. I have to ask her permission. But we met this wonderful lady who used to do a lot of RVing, and she and her husband lived in an RV full-time for 3 years. So she had just a lot of advice for us. And she said, "Where are you staying?" And I said, well, we were going to stick around here for a couple of days because of the weather being pretty nice here, sunny, dry. That's been a nice change. And it's in the low to mid 60s in December. So she told us, well, I have a setup in my yard that you can come to. They had a full hookup. They have a hookup to the sewer. They have electric, not 30 amp, but still 110, but still electric. And she told us to hook up to her water on the outside spigot. So we are all set. And it has just been so nice. She is the sweetest lady. Just
in 1/2 mile.
Really nice. Now we are on our way to Home Depot, as the Garmin's telling us, because we have a leak under the bathroom sink. And it's either, we've been trying to pinpoint it. Gary already replaced the faucet cone washers. If you know about cone washers, you know what he's talking about. I have no clue. Anyway, he replaced those because that was where some of the problem was coming from. And then just this morning, it started leaking someplace else, and we think it's in the elbow this time. So we're on our way to Home Depot to see if we can get some parts for that. They have some kind of a material inside this cup, and they're like little beads, and they absorb moisture, and then the water goes into the cup below. And this seems to be working fairly well. it has this cap is, you know, see-through, and these beads today are really wet. And then underneath, let me get it open here. Underneath is where water goes, although it's not a lot of water. Most of it, this is really heavy, this thing here. This is just really full of a lot of water. So then it drips down in there. And we don't know for sure why it's so much water today, but we think, I did a lot of cooking last night. I had the Instapot, which is a pressure cooker, so that releases steam. And then I had 3 other things going on the stove, so I think we had just a lot of steam in here last night. This is the wettest we've seen this, but it's doing its job, and that's good. And for the closet, we each got one of these. It's a cedar, and it's supposed to absorb moisture and mildew and odors. We haven't had any odors, but we've had the moisture in here. So every morning when we wipe down the windows, we also have to wipe down the wall because it's damp. So yeah, it's just part of life, but it's okay. The upper part doesn't really have much moisture issues up there, but I have to keep the clothes away from touching the walls on either side. And the same down here. We have to have a space between the wall and the clothes. So it makes for a little smaller closet. But it's manageable. It's okay. It's all we need. This is one thing that we have not really heard about from very many YouTubers, is the condensation. And the thing that you can do, the most helpful thing you can do, according to everything we've heard from other people, is just get to drier climate. So that's where we're aiming. We're still heading for Arizona here soon. And but yeah, the condensation. So we're still wiping the windows down in the morning. On the side that's getting the sun, that pretty much evaporates real fast, so we haven't had to worry about that. But the other side we've been having to wipe down. We were able to vacuum today, which was really nice because we had electric, and just a lot of things. We're just getting a lot of stuff done. So no sightseeing while we're in Citrus Heights, but there are some very interesting trees here that we do not see back in Wisconsin or Illinois. So that's been kind of fun, and I saw a lady planting pansies in her yard just a few minutes ago. Just wanted to give you a little heads up of what we've been doing and how we're spending our time these days, and just basically gathering our thoughts and fixing things. And I'm also setting aside some things that I'm going to maybe give away when we get to Quartzsite to some people who are less fortunate. There are quite a few that attend that the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous that we're going to be going to, and people that live in their cars and their vans and things like that, just because that's all they have. So just kind of gathering some things that I'm going to put a little freebie box together of stuff that we don't need, and be able to give it to some people who can use
Trader
it.
Joe's,
so
on the left.
We are at Trader Joe's and then Home Depot. So we'll talk to you later.